I think I'm recording. Sorry, I have to always check and such. I don't always have to, but I'm going to this time. Anyway, yours looks bad today. Anyway, okay. The future is sort of the subject, but in the context of, Matt left a comment on one of my videos, and it's nice to hear from Matt every now and then. I mean, it's nice of him to comment. I like Matt, and I'm just kind of disappointed we really can't talk too well. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, where I'm going with this is the word infinity came up, and this idea of what the universe is doing, what's it about, what's going on here. And I guess I would argue that what we know is going on is that intelligence isn't creating crude. Intelligence isn't the complex stuff isn't creating the crude stuff. It's the other way around. The simple stuff is creating the complex stuff, and that's the recipe for disaster. It's the dumb matter is driving the bus. The dumb forces, the dumb arrangements, the not wise, not brilliant, not innately informed. So what we can do with this infinity thing, let's say infinity exists, backward, forward, infinite universe, infinite before universe, infinite whatever verse, infinite infinity, and beyond. The tragedy of that reality is that in all of the infinity that has existed before this moment, nothing apparently ever existed that could manage the universe, that could manage the infinity. Nothing. I mean, there's no, you can't rationally say something intelligent exists, like a god or something, because, of course, it just doesn't make any sense. A god would not be incapable of recognizing how precious we are. I mean, we're incredibly precious. We're precious. We're precious all over the place. We're disgustingly precious. Just as we can't see past the wantings and needings and little meows of a little kitten. One little kitten, can stop us in our tracks and oblige us to do something. We'll jump into a fire. Because at least I would, because little kitten is in distress. And yet we're supposed to believe that there are arrangements of matter in hugely complex forms doing very important business in the universe, and they don't care. They want to remain unknown to us and keep us in ignorance, and it just doesn't make any sense. You just end up creating a drunk or a demon god, and for what purpose? So I guess the point I'm making is that we've seen what the universe produces, in the sense that the evidence is in the lack of evidence. The lack of evidence of function, instrumentality, complexity taking control, it kind of demonstrates that control mechanisms that can survive long enough to play the universe game eternally doesn't happen. There is no singularity in that sense. There is no accomplishment of the task of taking control of the mechanism and bestowing upon it the benefits of our knowledge and our understanding and our empathy and our wisdom and all of that crap. It just doesn't happen, because it hasn't happened. It's had forever, and it never happened. In all of forever in the past, forever goes in the past. Well, that's probably that way to you, but anyway, it goes forever, the past, and in all that forever, no thing like ourselves grew and expanded and became infinite as the universe, and started controlling or, putting a little plus sign on its ambulance and coming to the rescue and such. It's just not happening. It's not there. There's no mechanism of wise creation. And this gets us back into the problem of the fact that there is no such thing as wise creation. In a void, there's no way to create a positive without first creating the negative. It's just this problem that you can't fix what isn't broken. It's just the dilemma of the reality. It's that there's nothing constructive to do until you do something destructive. And that's really important. There's nothing constructive to do until you make something destructive, until you create and until you destroy, until you break it. You can't make it. And that's a gigantic, huge, monstrous, nasty bit that plagues us here. Is this reality that we're in a reality that is confined by that truth, that we can't escape these liabilities. And so where do we go from there? And what do we do with the facts of the they're kind of suffocating facts that we're not going to be eternal. We're just a consequence of crude forces, this mechanism of natural selection, a gladiator war. Yeah, we're really good gladiators. This is where it's even hard to argue in defense of us, just because we have so squandered the 3.5 billion years it took to make this instrument. And then you see what it does in the world. You see the preposterous, silly, juvenile, trivial mush these brains hunger for. The simple answers. Well, you can't even say simple answers. The friendly answers. The user-friendly. They want the convenient truth, not the inconvenient truth. The make me feel better answer. Not the, no, you're gonna die, fucker. You're fucked. They don't want to hear you're fucked as the prescription, as the diagnosis. And the prescription is, just let it go. Alright, quit pretending. Live out your life, but quit selling tickets. Alright? Quit building the arena. Quit throwing the players onto the field. Quit being a bad god. And that's the game we're caught up in. That's the choice the civilization has. The god that is the human race has a choice. It can keep killing its sons and daughters, or it can say, no, we've sort of played this out. We see how it works. Make a mess, clean up half a mess. Make a mess, clean up half a mess. There's no other thing to do here but deal with our own ego problems, our own ambition problems, our own satisfy me problems. That's all there are. There's no other problem, until we show up and complain that with our I want a future, I want a destiny, I want my name in lights, I want my great-grandchildren not to know who the fuck I am. Yeah, brilliant plan. So, anyway, these are the dilemmas of our existence, is that there is no future in it except to perpetuate the ambition. And I think I really should go through the movie A Brave New World, I think it's called that, the H.G. Wells book. Just as I think it touches upon some of this futility, some of this, you'll never win, the race never ends, you're just perpetuating a struggle, just for nothing. So this walk can be walked, the talk can be talked, the angst can be experienced, the doom, the dread, the fear, the horror, so you can, out of that, glean a few moments of, oh, what a lovely fucking day. Yes, a few moments of that, where you might not be blighted by the miseries of your condition, your frail physical reality, your arrangement of crude material, that has been, through 3 billion years of filtering, has been filtered into a shape and form that has function in the game contrived for it, in the game it's been contrived to play, but doesn't have any function outside of the game, outside of the narrow structure of the battle, outside of the gladiator arena. There's no home for us. There's no place to go to relax and have a beer. There's just the war, just the struggle, just the endless attempt to satisfy completely delusional notions of grandeur, of accomplishment, of need, insatiable ambitions, daydreams of magnificent conquests, winning the ultimate gladiator battle. There's a victory for you. Yeah, that's the victory. Peace, rest, and right now, as that rots, the new ones, beep, 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 begin the struggle. The battle doesn't end. The fight, the struggle. You just redo it, replay it, over and over and over and over again. And people call that accomplishment. Yeah, wow. I certainly do call it failure. It's a logical failure. Some cabbages are growing quickly. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, peeping at the sun. Pyro would imagine, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. It's another kind of depressing video because the truth isn't very fun. Truth is kind of suck. It's just the way it is. And please, let's deal with the suck. Let's not pretend it away. Let's not delude, break it into a false, fake nonsense with wishes and hopes. This is it. Damn. Yeah. Jeez. So anyway, having a creepy moment You know, the video is kind of creepy, so it makes sense that I would creepy, because the video is creepy, the truth is creepy, life is creepy. It's all just creepable and such. 4-1.